Welcome to all in my YouTube channel Mathematics with Sachin. This is lecture series on inventory management and this is third lecture on inventory management. In this lecture we discuss the examples on model 1A, that is the economic lot size model with uniform demand and no shortages. In previous lecture we discussed all the theoretical points corresponding to this model 1A. Before solving some examples on model 1A, we take a look for the formulas corresponding to this model 1A, that is economic lot size model with uniform demand with no shortages. In this, first we find out the cost equation. The cost equation is Ct is equals to 1 by 2 C1 RT plus C3 upon T, where C1 is holding cost, T is variable time, then R is rate of demand and C3 is setup cost. Then we find minimum for optimum time interval. We find optimum time interval T star is equals to under root of 2C3 divided by C1R. Then we find optimum lot size formula, that is the value of Q star, which is equals to under root of 2C3R divided by C1, and minimum cost C star of T is equals to under root of 2 times C1 C3R. Means if we observe these last three terms, that is optimum time interval, optimum lot size and minimum cost, these three values we can find out for this model 1A if we know the value of C1, that is holding cost, then rate of demand, that is R, and setup cost C3. If we know these three values, then we can find out these three values corresponding to this model 1A. Means in example, in theoretical part, just first we have to find out these three values. If we know these three values, then we can find out these three terms: optimum time interval, optimum lot size formula and minimum cost. So we start with the examples. First example: an aircraft company uses rebates as an approximate customer rate of 2500 kg per year. Each unit costs rupees 30 per kg, and the company personnel estimate that it costs rupees 130 to take place an order, and that the carrying cost of inventory is 10% per year. How frequently should orders for rebates be placed? Also determine optimum size of each order. This is the example. First, from this theoretical example, we have to find out the three values R, C3 and C1. For that, solution: given an aircraft company uses rebates as an approximate customer rate of 2500 kg per year. Means this statement gives an R, that is demand rate of demand. R is equals to 2500 per year. Now consider on the statement it costs rupees 130 to place an order. That means this defines the setup cost, that is C3 is rupees 130. Also point out these statements: each unit costs rupees 30 per kg and the carrying cost inventory is 10% per year. From these two statements, we can find out the holding cost. For that, there exists a formula. C1 is equals to holding cost is equals to cost of each unit multiplied by inventory carrying cost. Here, cost of each unit is rupees 30 per kg and inventory carrying cost is 10% per year. That means C1 is equals to rupees 30 multiplied by 10% per unit per year. That is 30 multiplied by 10 divided by 100, and it is nothing but 3 rupees 3. That means C1 is rupees 3, C3 is rupees 130 and R is 2500. Now we know these three values. Now check out the question. Which values we have to find out? We have to find out how frequently should orders for the rivets be placed. Means how many orders will be placed, and determine the optimum lot size formula. For that, first we have to calculate optimum lot size Q star, which is given by under root of 2C3R divided by C1. We know the values, just substitute here. Is equals to under root of 2 multiplied by 130 multiplied by 2500 divided by 3 and square root of all these terms. If we find out its a square root value, it gives, you can calculate yourself by using calculator, and its value will be 465.4747, which can be approximately stated as Q star is equals to 466 units, which is approximately value, because any rivet cannot be taken in fraction form. So we converted into integer part, and it will be 466 units. That means optimum lot size for the rivets is 466 units. Now we have to find out optimum time. For that, we know that Q star is equals to R into T star. Here we find out the value of Q star. Therefore, T star is equals to Q star divided by R. Now substitute the values. Q star is 466 and R is 2500. Just calculate its value. T star is equals to 0.1864 per year, or year. Time is 0.1864 year. But from this, we cannot find out the actual term. For that, we have to convert this time into months. In the 1 year, there are 12 months. Therefore, this is the time for year. To find out its month, we have to multiply it by 12. So, we get T star is equals to 0.1864 multiplied by 12. It gives T star is equals to 2.2368 months. 2.2368 months. That means T star is equals to 2.2368 months. Now, we have to find out the number of orders. Number of orders means R divided by Q star. R is total demand and Q star is lot size. Therefore, 2500 divided by 466. It gives 5.3648. That means approximately 5 orders per year. 5 orders per year. Thus, we can find out the values. Optimum lot size as 466 units approximately, and number of orders are 5 orders per year. That is the first example. Both the values are approximately. Now we discuss one more example. Second example. A manufacturing company purchases 9,000 parts of a machine for its annual requirements. Ordering 1 month uses as a time, each part costs rupees 20. The ordering cost per order is rupees 50 and the carrying charges are 50% of the average inventory per year. you have been asked to suggest more economical purchasing policy for the company. What advice would you offer and how much would it save the company per year? Per year. There are two questions. First, we have to find out its optimum value, and then we have to find out the values corresponding to 1 month, and then we compare and find out the difference between them, so that why we take that minimum ordering term. So we start with the solution. Again, as per previous, first we have to find out the three values. One is R, then C3 and C1. Here, observe the term as the manufacturing company purchases 9,000 parts of a machine for its annual requirements. That means we have to given rate of demand R is equals to 9,000 parts per year. Similarly, again observe the statement as ordering cost per order is rupees 15. So we get C3, value of C3 as a setup cost is equals to rupees 15 per order. Also observe the another two terms which gives the set holding cost. Each part costs rupees 20 and the carrying charges are 50% of the average inventory per year. So holding cost C1 is again given by cost of each item multiplied by inventory carrying cost. Now put the values. The cost of each item is 20 and inventory carrying cost is 15%, means 15 divided by 100. If we simplify this, we get C1 is equals to 3 each part per year. Thus we get R, that is demand rate, is 9,000, C3 rupees 15 per order and C1 rupees 3 each part per year. Now then Q star is given by, that is optimum lot size is given by under root of 2C3R upon C1. Then substitute the values. It is equals to under root of 2 multiplied by 15 multiplied by 9,000 divided by 3, which after calculation gives 300 units. Therefore Q star, that is optimum lot size, is 300 units. Then to find optimum time, we have Q star is equals to RT star. That means T star is equals to Q star divided by R. Then T star is equals to 300 divided by 9,000. Thus T star is equals to 1 upon 30 year. That means time is 1 by 30 years. To convert these years into days, we have to multiply it by 360 approximately. We know that 1 year is equals to 365. So we take here approximation for year as 360 days, because cancellation is exist and we can find out the value of t in terms of integer part. So we have to take here 360 days. So we multiply it by 360. We get T star is equals to 1 by 30 multiplied by 360. Therefore T star is equals to 12 days. 12 days. Now we have to find out the minimum cost, because we have to comparing the cost, so we have to find out its minimum cost. That is C minimum is equals to under root of 2 times C1 C3 R. Put the values. C minimum is equals to under root of 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 15 multiplied by 9,000. It gives C minimum is equals to under root of 90 multiplied by 9,000. That is C minimum is equals to 900. This is the total term. Now, if company follows the policy of ordering every month, then the annual ordering cost becomes 12 multiplied by 15. That is because setup cost is 15 and ordering cost is 15. Therefore we multiply it by 12, so it will be total number of orders is 12. Therefore it gives rupees 180, means ordering cost is 180. Then the lot size of inventory of each month is Q is equals to total demand is 9,000 and we have to order per month, so we have to divide it by 12, so we get the order in each month. So it gives Q is equals to 750 parts. Then to find average inventory at any time, that is 1 by 2 of Q, that gives 1 by 2 into 750, that is 375 parts. That is the average inventory at any time. Then we have to calculate its storage cost at any time, that is 375 multiplied by C1. C1 is 3 rupees 3, so 375 multiplied by 3 is equals to 1125. That is storage cost. Therefore to find total annual cost is 1125 plus 180, that is ordering cost. Total annual cost is 1350. But previously we have to find out the total annual cost is 900. So therefore the company purchases 300 parts at a time intervals of 12 days instead of ordering 750 parts each month. So there will be net saving of rupees 1305 minus rupees 900 is equals to rupees 405 per year. So we can use here this optimum policy, that company purchases 300 parts at a time interval of 12 days instead of ordering 750 parts each month. So company will save rupees 405 per year. Now we discuss one more example corresponding to this inventory. Third example, you have to supply your customer 100 units of a certain product every Monday and only then. That means we have to supply 100 units of a certain product on every Monday. You obtain the product from a local supplier at rupees 60 per unit. The cost of ordering and transportation from the supplier are rupees 150 per order. The cost of carrying inventory is estimated at 50% per year. The cost of the cost of product carried. First, find lot size, which will minimize the cost of the system. And second, determine the optimal cost. That means we have to find out only two terms, that is Q star and T star. Sorry, optimal cost, that is C minimum. Okay. Again we have to find out the three terms R, C1, C3. Solution. Again observe the statement in example. You have to supply your customer 100 units of a certain product every Monday. So demand rate is 100. R is equals to 100 units per week. Then observe the statement, the cost of ordering and transportation from supplier are rupees 150 per order. That means C3, that is setup cost, is rupees 150 per order. And also observe the statements as you obtain the product from the local supplier at rupees 60 per unit and the cost of carrying inventory is estimated at 15% per year. So holding cost C1 is given by cost of each unit multiplied by inventory carrying cost. So it will be cost of each unit is 60 and inventory carrying cost is 15%, that is 15 divided by 100. Total it gives, after simplification, it gives 9 unit per year, that is rupees 9 per year. But we have to calculate its value per week, because this example will have per week demand, so we have to convert it into week, and we have to given the inventory carrying cost per year. So this value of C1 is per year. To find the value per week, we have to multiply it 1 by 52, because in 1 year there are 52 weeks. So we multiply it by 1 by 52. So we get 9 by 52 per week. That is, holding cost is 9 by 52 per week per unit. Then we know the values of R, C3 and C1. Now we have to calculate the terms. First, we have to find out the optimum lot size, that is Q star is equals to under root of 2C3R upon C1. Substitute the values, it is equals Q star is equals to under root of 2 multiplied by 150 multiplied by 100 divided by 9 by 52. This can be written as 2 into 150, that is 300, 100 as it is, and this denominator 52 will be converted into numerator. So Q star is equals to under root of 300 multiplied by 100 multiplied by 52 divided by 9. After simplification, it gives the value 416.3332. That is the value of Q star. So we convert it into approximate value, because no any product in terms of fraction. So it will be converted into integer part, that is Q star is equals to 416 units. Now optimum cost is given by C minimum is equals to under root of 2 times C1 C3 R plus 60 into R plus 60 into R. That is, C minimum is equals to under root of 2 into 9 by 52 multiplied by 150 multiplied by 100 plus 60 into 100. This 60 into R will be multiplied, because this is the value of the product, that is cost of each product is 60 and there are 100 products in demand of 100 products. So we add it in this term, it is separately calculated. So we have to add in this problem, and this is so it is a special problem. Then calculate this under root calculations. 2 multiplied under root of 2 multiplied by 9 by 52 multiplied by 150 multiplied by 100, it gives 72.0438 plus cost of the product, that is 6000. So value of C minimum is 6072.0438. That is the value of C minimum. Again it will be converted into some simplified term. So the value of C minimum, that is optimum cost, is rupees 6072.05. Thus we can complete the problem, and we point out here as the optimum lot size is 416 units approximately, and optimum cost is rupees 6072.05. This is the third example. These are the reference books from which we have to take these examples for this lecture. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe my YouTube channel Mathematics with Sachin for such an interesting lectures on operation research and also some other topics in mathematics. Once again, thank you for watching this video.